Guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a what's going on Nation. It's time to dive into the latest news surrounding the Golden State Warriors, and unfortunately it's not the kind of update we were hoping for. Gary Payton II has sustained a torn ligament in his left thumb, which means he will be out for an undisclosed period. This was confirmed earlier today by a reliable source, and as more details came in from various analysts, it became clear that Payton will be re-evaluated in a week. Sadly, he is set to miss the Warriors' upcoming game against the New Orleans Pelicans. This injury occurred during the game against the Miami Heat earlier this week, and it's a blow for Golden State, especially considering how valuable Payton has been in the second half of this season. When the Warriors traded for Payton earlier in the season, there were high hopes, but what he's delivered on the court has exceeded expectations. After the trade, Payton became one of the key players for the Warriors, stepping up with hustle plays, defensive intensity and scoring opportunities close to the basket. He's not the flashiest player, but his relentless energy and gritty style have made a significant impact, and it's clear that Golden State has relied on his contributions. The team's success in recent games has been largely attributed to Payton's ability to get involved both offensively and defensively. His defensive versatility allowed him to match up against opposing teams' best guards, while also being able to cover bigger players, which made him a crucial piece for Golden State's rotation. The timing of this injury couldn't be worse. The Warriors are in a tight race as the regular season nears its end with just 10 games left to go. Payton had been playing a vital role, averaging over 10 points per game in the last 16 games, and his shooting from beyond the arc had been exceptional, hitting 50% of his three-point attempts. His ability to crash the offensive boards has been equally important, especially considering the number of missed shots Golden State has had each game. Payton was often the one to grab those second chance opportunities, attacking the boards with determination and finishing plays despite contact. His effort to position himself in the dunker spot and his willingness to play physical despite being smaller than most power forwards made him invaluable to the Warriors' offensive scheme. But it's not just about what he's done on offense, and defense has been just as crucial. His ability to guard opposing teams' best players, whether it's smaller guards or bigger wings, has been a critical factor in Golden State's defensive game. Payton's commitment to defense embodies the Warriors' overall identity, a team built on hard work, relentless hustle and defensive intensity. Durant's absence will leave a significant void on both ends of the floor. The Warriors have always been a team that values hustle and defensive effort, and Payton personifies that mentality. While the roster is filled with talented players, it's the grit, hard-working individuals like Payton who make the difference. These players may not always have the flashiest stats or the most glamorous skills, but they are the backbone of the team, and Payton was certainly one of those players. He's the kind of guy who is always diving for loose balls, fighting for every rebound and putting his body on the line for the team. His injury leaves a gap in both the defensive and offensive schemes, and with only 10 games left, it's a critical time for the Warriors to adjust. The good news is that Payton's injury might not keep him out for the entire remainder of the season. His doctors are optimistic about his recovery, and depending on how well he responds to the treatment and rehab, there's a chance he could return before the end of the regular season. However, with so few games left, his absence will certainly be felt. His versatility as a defender and a scorer has been so important to Golden State's success recently, and now they will need someone to step up in his place. Payton had been raging over 20 minutes of play per game, and with his absence, that's a significant chunk of playing time that will need to be filled by someone else. It's important to remember just how much Payton brought to the table in his recent performances. He wasn't just a reliable defender, but he was also a crucial part of the Warriors' offensive scheme. His ability to hit shots from the outside, grab offensive rebounds and make plays in the paint made him a multi-dimensional threat. His versatility on both sides of the ball was something the Warriors relied on heavily, especially with their shooting struggles this season. Payton was one of the few players who could consistently contribute on offense and defense, which made him invaluable to the Warriors. Losing him now with so few games left in the regular season will be a major challenge for Golden State. As for the team's plans moving forward, the coaching staff will likely look to other players to step up in Payton's absence. One option could be a younger player who has been working hard to develop his game. This player has shown flashes of potential, but he hasn't quite been able to consistently contribute at a high level. While his athleticism and defense have been solid, his offensive game has been inconsistent and he's struggled with a shot. This upcoming stretch could be a crucial opportunity for him to prove that he belongs in the rotation and can contribute in a meaningful way. However, the pressure will be on him to step up, especially considering how well Peyton had been playing. The Warriors' depth will also be tested as they adjust to Peyton's absence. The team has been dealing with several injuries this season, and the loss of Peyton is just the latest challenge. The question now is whether the remaining players can rise to the occasion and help the team secure a spot in the playoffs. With the regular season winding down and the Warriors currently sitting in the 7th seed, it's crucial that they maintain their level of play and continue to fight for a better position heading into the postseason. The good news is that Golden State has a core group of players who have experience in high-pressure situations, and they will need to lean on that experience as they navigate these final games. It's also worth mentioning that despite the injury to Peyton, their Warriors have the talent to compete at a high level. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson and Draymond Green are still the pillars of this team, and their leadership will be key in the coming weeks. Curry in particular will need to continue playing at a high level and leading the team both offensively and defensively. His shooting and playmaking will be critical for Golden State's success, and he'll need to continue carrying the load as the team adjusts to the absence of Peyton. Their Warriors have 10 games left in the regular season, and while it's a tough road ahead, they still have a chance to make a deep run in the playoffs. However, it will require all hands on deck, and the team will need to adjust without Peyton for the time being. Whether or not they can do that remains to be seen, but with a mix of experience and young talent, the Warriors have the tools to succeed. The next few weeks will be crucial in determining whether Golden State can make a run for the playoffs and how they will fare in the postseason. As always, Dub Nation will be watching closely, hoping that the team can overcome this adversity and continue their championship pursuit as the Golden State Warriors continue to adjust to the absence of Gary Payton. The impact on their rotation is becoming clearer. The Warriors have relied on Peyton for his defensive versatility, his hustle plays and his ability to contribute offensively, especially when they have struggled to find consistent scoring. With Peyton out, other players will need to step up in order to fill the void and keep the team competitive as the regular season winds down. One player who could be called upon to play a bigger role is Moses Moody. The young guard has shown flashes of potential throughout the season, but has yet to fully cement himself as a key contributor. Due to this injury to Peyton may create an opportunity for Moody to get more minutes and prove himself. He has the tools to be an effective defender, and his shooting has been improving as the season progresses. However, he will need to show more consistency in both aspects of the game to make a meaningful impact during this critical stretch of the season. Moody has the athleticism and work ethic to be a reliable contributor, but it remains to be seen whether he can put everything together when the team needs him most. Another player who could step up into absence is Jonathan Kuminga. The second-year forward has been a bit of a roller coaster this season, showing both brilliant flashes and moments of inconsistency. Like Moody, Kuminga has the physical tools to be an elite defender and has the athleticism to finish around the rim. However, his decision-making and ability to contribute offensively in a controlled manner have been areas of concern. Kuminga has been gaining more confidence as their season has progressed, and their Warriors will need him to take another step forward in Peyton's absence. He could be a key piece in terms of defending against the opposing team's best players and providing energy on the offensive end, but for that to happen, Kuminga must be more disciplined and make smarter decisions on the floor. As the Warriors search for the right players to step up, they will also be looking to their veteran core to carry the load. Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson and Draymond Green have been through countless battles together and know what it takes to win in the postseason. Curry in particular will need to continue playing at an MVP level to keep the Warriors competitive. His shooting and playmaking ability are unmatched, and with the team missing one of its key defensive pieces, Curry's ability to put pressure on opposing defenses will be crucial. He will also need to continue being a vocal leader, helping to keep the team's focus on the task at hand as they push toward the playoffs. Klay Thompson, who has been dealing with his own set F challenges since returning from injury will also need to step up. Thompson has shown signs of his old self this season, but there have still been inconsistencies in his shooting and defense. However, the Warriors know that when Thompson is hot he can carry the team offensively, and they will need him to find that rhythm in the coming weeks. Clay's ability to stretch the floor and create space for his teammates will be essential, especially in the absence of Payton, who has been instrumental in creating opportunities on both ends of the floor. Draymond Green's leadership and defense will also play a huge role in the team's success down the stretch. Green has always been the heart and soul of the Warriors' defense, and with Payton sidelined, his defensive presence will be more important than ever. Green is capable of guarding multiple positions and is one of the best playmakers in the league at his position. His ability to facilitate the offense and set up his teammates will be critical, as Golden State will need to rely on its veteran leaders to guide the team through this tough stretch. Green's leadership will also be vital in keeping the team's morale high and ensuring that they stay focused on the bigger picture, securing a playoff spot and making a run for the championship. With Payton out, the Warriors will need to find other ways to generate offense and stop opposing teams from scoring. The team's bench players will also be expected to contribute more in the absence of Payton's energy and defensive ability. Players like Kevin Looney, who has been a solid presence on the boards, will need to continue to provide that stability. Looney's ability to grab rebounds and protect the paint will be key, especially against teams with strong front courts. The Warriors will also need to get more from their shooters, particularly from the three-point line, as that has been an essential part of their offensive game. Golden State has always relied on its shooting. In the absence of Payton, they will need to find other players who can step up and contribute in that area. As the Warriors look ahead, their position in the standings is also a major factor. They're currently sitting in the 7th seed, and while they're not in immediate danger of falling out of the playoffs, they would prefer to avoid the play-in tournament. With 10 games remaining in the regular season, the Warriors need to find a way to stay focused and finish strong. The road ahead won't be easy, but the Warriors have the talent and experience to make a deep playoff run. However, that will depend on their ability to adapt to the loss of Payton and find ways to replace his contributions. The final stretch of the regular season will be a test for the Warriors, both physically and mentally. The team has been dealing with injuries throughout the year, and the loss of Payton adds another challenge to the mix. But with their veteran core of Curry, Thompson and Green, the Warriors have the pieces necessary to make a playoff push. They will need to rely on their defense, shooting and leadership to get through this rough patch and secure their place in the postseason. The next few weeks will be crucial for the Warriors as they try to find their rhythm and build momentum heading into the playoffs. Fans are hoping to see a fully healthy and motivated team ready to take on a competition and make a run for another championship. It's clear that Golden State has some tough decisions to make in terms of how to adjust without Payton. The young players like Moody and Kaminger will need to step up and prove that they can handle the responsibility. The veteran players will need to lead by example and continue to play at a high level, and as always, the Warriors will need to keep their eyes on the bigger picture, securing a spot in the playoffs and making a deep run. With the season winding down, the Warriors have no time to waste, and every game from here on out will be critical. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. Could the Golden State Warriors be on the brink of one of the most electrifying comebacks in NBA history? The rumors surrounding a potential return of Kevin Durant to the Bay Area have sent shockwaves through the basketball world, leaving fans and analysts alike buzzing with anticipation. The possibility of reuniting with the franchise that propelled him to back-to-back NBA championships in 2017 and 2018 has Warriors enthusiasts dreaming of another dynasty run, while Durant's status as one of the game's elite players only adds to the intrigue. Durant's tenure with the Warriors was nothing short of magical. After joining the team in 2016, Durant immediately became the missing piece in their pursuit of dominance, helping them secure 2 titles and earning Finals MVP honors. In both his silky smooth scoring ability, defensive prowess and clutch performances made the Warriors nearly unstoppable, and now with the NBA landscape ever shifting, the thought of KD returning to his old stomping grounds is stirring up a fervor not seen in their league for some time. While Durant current chapter with the Phoenix Suns has seen its own highs and lows, including battling through injuries. His unparalleled skill set remains intact, reaching 30,000 career points in January 2025. Durant continues to defy age and injury. His return to full health only bolsters his case for being one of the most dominant players of his era, further cementing his reputation as a player who can elevate any team he's on. For Golden State, the idea of pairing him once again with the likes of Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson and Draymond Green is an enticing prospect that could tilt the balance of power back in their favor. Beyond his on-court impact, Durant's presence would be a massive boost for the Warriors' overall chemistry. He understands the Golden State system, and his relationship with the team's core players was always a positive one during his previous stint with their championship window still open. Their Warriors are exploring every avenue to add another star, and the reunion with Durant could be the key to not only securing more titles but also re-establishing their place at the pinnacle of the NBA, as whispers of Durant's potential move continue to dominate NBA discussions. One thing is clear: the excitement around a possible reunion with the Warriors is palpable. With Durant's legacy, skill and championship pedigree, Golden State may very well be on the verge of an unprecedented comeback, reigniting the flame of their dominance and bringing the NBA world to its feet once again. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next